Hello, family and friends. Welcome to my channel, Meandering Man at 70. Well, Rose and Pete, keep the place safe. Let's go check things out. What? No, you don't get to come in this time. You stay out here and make sure Mr. White is safe. Anybody tries to break in, you just chomp on their head. Roadhouse, Rockin' Wise.
Now turn right, and then turn right.
Going around Rockin' Wise Roadhouse. Pete the Dragon wanted a chance to
Now turn right,
show
and
us
then
where to
turn
go.
right.
So Rose said, go ahead, give it a try. And Pete the Dragon's going to work with us for a little while. There's Rockin' Road.
Now turn right.
There's Ken's Ice Cream. Thank you, Pete. I'll turn right.
Follow the course of the road for 2 miles.
Thank you, Pete. Will do.
After half a mile, go straight ahead. After 900 feet, go straight ahead and then turn left. After 3 miles, keep right and take the exit.
Route 66. Continue on I-40 Business Loop for 1 mile.
Vega city limits.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South Main Street. In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Coke Street. Turn left onto Coke Street, then your destination will be on the left. Your destination is on the left.
Milburn Cultural Museum. Supposed to park parallel, or can I park head in? Let's go for head in and see what happens. I don't know if you would be able to repeat that. This gentleman here is doing what?
Marion Pavel, he's the one that designed and developed the passport.
The passport.
Navigation.
Okay.
And
he's going to make a new one then?
Slovakia. He's in the process of making a new one. And
there's the passport?
It'll have about 52 places in it, I believe.
Okay. And this book has how many, do you remember?
28.
28. So from 28 to 52.
And he's going to kind of keep it like that because you can get those books too thick. There's too many stops. But we have a lot of people from Europe when the borders were open that would come through.
And I bet you this is a pin board of all the people
Sure.
from different areas, huh?
You're
From
welcome
Europe.
to pin your place in California when you get around to it.
What, is California in here? No.
Over to your left, over here, right beside you.
Oh, okay. So over here is the States. Man, there's a lot of pins. Obviously, there would be a lot of pins, I guess.
And this is a total of about 6.5 years.
And there's so many pins in the area that I would be at. It wouldn't work to put another. Oops, it wouldn't work to put another pin in there.
We just tell people to pin over it if you want to.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's put a pin over it then. There's Hanford. So that's close to Hanford. There's Tulare. Hanford, Tulare, Merced. So it's below Merced and above Hanford. And I don't see 99, but Sanger, Tulare, it's west of Sanger, above Hanford. It's right about in this area here, below Merced. So, does the color matter on it?
No, it doesn't. Just pin it as the dart flies.
So, there's my green pin.
There you go.
Okay. It's close. It doesn't say Fresno or Madera, but it's darn close.
Yeah.
You know,
These are just different visitors and locals and things that we've...
are any of these guys you, or just locals, I guess, huh?
Locals, I think. These were the very first passporters that we had from Spain.
Ooh, okay.
The day after Marion brought them, they come in with their passport to be stamped.
Do you know if they got their passport
Probably
in the beginning, or?
Santa Monica. They were coming from well, no, they were coming from the west because he was dropping them off from west to east.
Yeah. So because I started in kind of in the west area, not in the beginning of the west, but I'm going to go up to Chicago eventually, and then start completely down from Chicago and make the whole trip back down to LA area. Or what is it, Santa Monica?
Santa Monica.
Yeah.
At the pier.
Yeah. And make it all the way down.
How much of the pier is open? I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Open or...
Well, by the time I get there, it might be open because it's going to be quite a while. Right now, from here, my real destination is going to be at my brother's in Duluth, Minnesota. And we're going to work on my rig a little bit and make it a little bit better for me to live in.
Yeah.
And when that's done, then I'll finish off going east to the Atlantic Ocean, and then come back to Chicago and start down Chicago from Route 66 and try and finish this thing off. So it's going to take a while. I'm 71 now, so my channel is Meandering Man at 70, and my goal is to meander all over America. Yeah. So this is what kind of a car again?
It's a 1923 Model T, which is the same year as Lizzie in the movie Cars.
Okay.
And the character, one of the characters that they interviewed for this character in the movie was from here.
Oh, from here?
From Dot Levitt from Dot's Mini Museum.
Okay.
She's no longer with us. But
Was this car in
no,
the movie, or just
they just used the 23 Model T
the model
as the model,
Mm-hmm.
and we happen to have one in town. So I don't know if they knew about this car or how they come up with that model. But
Did you restore this, or someone else restored
It
it?
belonged to a friend of mine, and they donated it to the museum.
Wonderful.
His dad had a Phillips 66 station here in the 40s and 50s, 60s, and would run this in parades.
Oh,
And then his son painted it about 30 years ago, and it sat in his garage all that time, till we started this about 7 years ago.
and does it still go out in parades, or is
No,
it
I'll pull it out front.
is it retired? Oh, you
It's
pull it out?
semi-retired, it'll still run,
Oh,
and we'll pull it out front, kind of as a people magnet.
yeah, it would be.
And there's another room on further down.
Yeah, let's go to this
Insane as hell.
room way in the back. I missed all the front room, but we'll get back to the front here in a minute. Oh, and that looks like a sifter for, what is it, gold or some minerals?
Seed cleaner.
A seed what?
Seed cleaner.
Seed cleaner, okay.
Whatever
And
you-
scales.
You
And,
get your seed out of the combine, it's kind of trashy, so
yeah.
for you to be able to run it through your drills, you want it cleaned, and you'd clean it with that.
And this looks like the building I'm in now, right?
Right, that's what I used to have on the side of my van, and then I've got new signs on the truck now. So I've retired those signs. This is kind of a big.
Put drinks in.
Cream separator. You pour your milk after milking the cow, crank it, get it cranking fast, and then it would separate your cream from your skimmed milk.
Ah,
That was usually the kids' job whenever they were growing up on the farm. And this is a similar, this is a gravity. You pour your milk in there and you just gravity would separate. You'd let it sit in there and it'd automatically separate the cream just over time through gravity.
uh-huh.
And you drain off the skim milk out of the bottom.
Yeah, I would have had no idea. In fact, kids nowadays, when you tell them about a dial telephone, they'd have, or even show it to them, they would have no idea what that thing is.
Right.
Because currently the only thing they know about is cell phones with push buttons
Mm-hmm.
and
And
screens.
what you can buy at the grocery store.
Yep. Go back up front and take a quick view of the front end, and then we can go to the next one. Spark plug service. Is this where you clean spark plugs?
Clean them, don't test them.
I remember the day when I cleaned a few spark plugs at times.
Now you hardly ever pull them out. You're welcome to sign the book there if you want.
Oh, is it around here? Right here?
Computer.
Okay.
Let me change the date on there. It's 4-10-21. Now it's ready.
Okay.
You can hold that while you sign in.
You want to hold that?
Sure.
Okay. Sign in with my finger, or sign in just with the mouse?
With the keypad.
Or
It
hit the
should- It
letters?
should be ready to type, yeah.
Okay. Meandering Man at 70.
All right.
That's my YouTube channel.
Okay, we'll look you up.
Whoops, that's the wrong at. I'm sorry. Let's back that up here. It's not a at, it's an AT.
Oh.
Meandering Man at 70.
Okay. All together.
All together. Thank you.
You bet.
And I'm sorry, your name is?
I'm Greg.
Greg. Thank you, Greg.
I'll make that line a little wider there. Get your 70 to pop up. Maybe.
Yeah, there it goes. That might do it. There it is. All right. Thank you. Greg, was it? Greg. Okay. And then is there any history to this
That was built
house?
by a little carpenter, a gentleman back in the early 80s and given to a young lady, and she's now grown with her own kids, and she donated that to the museum.
I'm assuming this used to be your playhouse that she got, she played in, or she used? Oh, it's on a turntable. Oh, that's good. That's pretty. That's a nice job.
Built from scratch. I think the furniture is kind of Hobby Lobby stuff. But looks like this lady's taking a nap, isn't she?
I've built some models of a building that our company, or the company I used to work for, built, and then we moved into it. And I took the plans as they were building it and made a model of that building and put it in the lobby of the building we were in to show people what it was going to look like when we moved. Nothing as close to detailed as this, but it had desks in it and chairs and file cabinets.
That's neat.
Looked pretty nice, but this is like, I don't know, 60% better than what I did. That's pretty.
Attractions is our fish tank.
Oh, it's a fish tank. Yeah. Look at all the little fishies up there. Trying to stay warm but by the light, maybe.
Waiting for the feeder to let some feed. It's got an automatic feeder up there. It goes off about this time of day.
They're getting hungry. They know. And it comes all the way down. That's an interesting...
It's a one of a kind. It's a Pyrex tube. I got it in an auction a few years ago.
Did you get it as a fish tank, or did you make it into a fish tank?
It's a Pyrex tube.
Well, great.
And I just turn it into a fish tank. I have to change the water out pretty regularly to get the
Keep it clean, or keep it
clean. I put some little algae eaters in there, and the goldfish eat them.
Oops.
I found a different way to get the algae out.
Anyway, I post on my channel every Wednesday as best I can. Sometimes it's Thursday when it posts of what I've done the previous week.
I see.
I'm about 3 weeks behind
You
in.
do all of your own editing and everything?
Yeah. I'm about 3 weeks behind in my posting because I've done so many videos.
Yeah.
I only do about a 15, 20-minute video, and anything past that goes on to the next week.
Right.
So, started about 8 months ago, and when I really started this current video stuff, it's starting on the Pacific Ocean in a beach, and then I started coming across. So I will be posting, from now until I can't post anymore because I'm not around. So maybe 10, 20 years if I'm lucky.
With a lot of it.
Yeah. Do you know if this gas pump used to be, used to be a gas station, or?
It was at a gas station. The guy, one of the farmer's wives wanted that, so the gentleman bought it, and had it restored, and then had it in his garage. And he donated it to us about a year before he passed away.
Mm. And here is the printing press that I got my card.
You run this, see while you got your video going,
Oh, okay.
and you can see how it
I'll
works.
do one more printing press here. There we go. There it is. Page 66.
You have another one to put
Do
in.
I have a second? Okay.
Sure.
I could always utilize another one. I've got other family members. I can put it in here if you want.
I'll just slip it in this one.
Okay.
They won't mix together. That
Okay.
ink tends to
Go through, huh?
bleed over to something else.
And
Also, out right outside is the world's largest branding iron that I built. It's out right on the east side of the building.
I'll go out there and take a look at that.
XIT, which used to be a 3 million acre ranch
Mm-hmm.
in this area back in the 1880s. where the state of Texas sold 3 million acres of this Texas Panhandle
Mhm.
ranch land to a Chicago syndicate to build the Capitol that they still use today.
Yeah.
Sold it for $1 an acre, so they sold 3,050,000 acres for $3 million to build the Capitol.
Wow. Well, I've got a logo. This is Rose, forget which side is which, Rose and Pete, the dragon.
Uh-huh.
Rose came from my grandson Aiden, who is my best buddy, and Pete the dragon came from my grandson Andrew and his sister Lexi. And these 3 grandkids let me have these 2 stuffed animals to be my shotgun riders, and they're riding shotgun with me, keeping Mr. White safe from any poachers. And when I'm away from when I'm away from Mr. White, and then I call that on top is top hat. So Mr. White has a top hat.
Oh.